Hey there, so today before we begin, if you like this kind of content, if you say to yourself, that umbrella guy, I love what you do, I love your channel, well, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell for daily notifications. And if you want to go further, if you say, you know what, I would love world peace, and I'm going to bring it about one YouTube channel at a time, well, you can start here if you want. Links are in the description below. World Peace Initiated. Isn't it grand? Like that feeling. More on that at the end of the video. So today we are returning to that wonderful world of entertainment, to that wonderful world of anime, and we're looking behind the curtain. Why are we looking behind the curtain and to the periphery as well? Well, because it all attaches to brigaders that have tried to burn down a person's life and livelihood. It's disturbing to watch too, as these people have gone out and they've basically set someone's career ablaze, and within those embers they have basically made some landscape up where they are not held accountable for the same things that they say other people should be held accountable for. It's been amazing to watch too. It's going to be a voice actor talking about someone on the periphery. And this statement, even though this statement is the end statement for something, I think it's the beginning as well. The links these idiots go to dig stuff up on us is absurd. Well, I thought that about the Vic Mignogna situation. I thought that when people were basically bringing up the fact that he wouldn't sign a specific piece of artwork, well, once upon a time, he used the words a Holocaust, things like that basically have people like Amanda Winn now calling the guy a P to the E to the D to the O, because he hugs fans, because he gave them a peck on the cheek. Oh my God, how dare the guy? He is such a monster. Now, this giving out passes, I talked about this basically connected to something that Amanda Winn themselves had said, going out and wishing R to the A to the PISTs would come and go visit someone. Yeah, you misheard that stuff. When you went out, you imagined what was being said there. It took on a whole different setup because you know what? One of us, Kickvic, one of us. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that beautiful? Same thing went for people like Ron. You notice all of these people in the same little circle giving out passes depending on who a person is. If you're one of the people out there that went after a certain guy and tried to burn his career down, well, you don't have to play by those rules. Neil Kaplan, when you were accused of something, well, I say that I stand with victims, but I also support a friend. So, at least it's only one accusation. That other guy, we're just going to throw out some monstrous number of things, and we're basically going to diminish what we say you should do. Listen and believe, listen and feel that that's real. Well, we're going to tell you not to do it in this instance because, hey, we give out passes to our friends. That's the same thing that you see here. The sins of the past, the sins of the Marzgurl, they don't count here. Now, this conversation starts out with Amanda Winn being tagged in. And it's funny how this person, they will say that they're neutral in this, and yet, because, well, it's from the past, and it's something that makes these people look bad, I guess these idiots, I guess that is you, buddy. Even though you asked about it, that's you, bud. Isn't that fun? Hey, Amanda Winn here. I saw a tweet with someone saying you guys support someone that said black people are 3/5 of a person. Is that true? Now, of course, if you don't know where that comes from, 3/5 compromise, you can look that up. But essentially, what you had was Marzgurl going out and making jokes about stuff. Jokes are not a crime either, but these people want them to be a crime. When Vic Mignogna brought up the words a Holocaust, he was going out and doing something reprehensible. This was someone that wanted him to be burned down for it. So, when we're talking about that whirlwind, yep, reap the same whirlwind you want to put together. So Amanda Winn asks, I can tell if you're being sarcastic. They say, I'm being serious. A lot of people have linked me to this podcast where one of you guys said something pretty nasty in the past, and it's actually them. Yeah, I'm pretty new to all of this, and I'm trying to stay neutral. You see that they don't really know what's going on. They're trying to be neutral in this. And again, because people ask questions, idiots. Isn't that good? Isn't that beautiful there? So can you point me to that podcast, they're asked. Here's the link for it. I wanted to find the OG podcast without the clickbait titles, but it's not anywhere without it. Regardless, it's very bad, and it can't be excused. That's not me, sweetheart. That's Marzgurl. It's still all BS, just not my BS. So, you get that together. It's all BS because, again, idiots. And, well, this person never said it was actually you. They said that you support people that have done that. Again, reaping the same whirlwind that you yourself have contributed to because you didn't like a guy that has in the past stood with you out there himself. Messed up stuff. It's amazing to see a brigader being forgiven in this too. Not a voice actor, not my friend for 20 years when talking about Monica. No, we're talking about someone that came together and put together a hashtag. Because again, those idiots digging dirt on us, remember that word, us. That's one that's really telling. So this person goes on and says, it can't be excused though. I understand it was in the past, but as someone who's been a victim of a specific type of assault and a black person, I find these very offensive and not in any way, shape, or form okay for people to just shrug off and say, oh well, it was in the past. But then again, that's what these same people that say the past is unforgivable will say. Here, they say that too. That's fine though. I don't expect anyone to shrug it off or to find it to be acceptable. Here's Marzgurl talking about that. I won't ask you to forgive me as that would undermine you. And the jokes don't deserve to be forgiven. I only ask you, don't discount the bad things someone else did because I also did bad things. Okay, well, you tried to burn down a person's life and livelihood then. What exactly should you pay for that? In this whirlwind that you have yourself helped kicked up, because Kickvic, well, when people are talking about Kick Marzgurl, how far should that go? Because of, well, the sins of your past. If a Holocaust is a monstrous thing to say, well, then what about the 3/5 compromise you brought up? Because, hey, you were making a joke. And again, I want to reiterate that jokes are not a reason to hang somebody by their toes. But these people, they would definitely do it. So shouldn't they play by their own rules? Again here, I certainly did make really tasteless jokes 10 years ago. I was in my mid-20s, and I've said multiple times that I regret it. They were removed from the internet many years ago because we all knew they were wrong to say. You didn't have to agree with it, and I don't either. So, you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. But hey, I was young and dumb. Basically, excuse it. Even though, they don't deserve to be forgiven, there needs to be a way to forgive that. That having been said, is it entirely possible for me to have been an a-hole and for someone else to have also been an a-hole repeatedly over many years? Both can be true at the same time. Again, if that is true, if that is the entire setup with this kind of stuff, you being held accountable because someone else has to be accountable, what exactly do you need to pay in this? See, I think that's a big thing too. Not getting a little pass, do not pass go, do not collect your bounty. Oh no. I mean, if you're going to make someone else pay for being a quote-unquote a-hole, well, what do you have to pay too? I'm not going to speak on said allegations with Vic because I don't know enough, but these things I'm presented with you, there, you can see that is outrageous. Yes, you're admitting you're wrong, but I honestly can't feel any sincerity from it. You're within your right to believe that. It's not true, but I haven't given you a reason to accept it. I have no delusions that I can get that trust back. So you went out there, you violated trust and on. You didn't play with those said rules. Again, how should you pay for that? That's the question there. Again. But of course, this is the kind of answer that you get from the same people you've been standing with. The links these idiots go to dig stuff up on us is absurd. Yeah, that's because if you were held to the same standards that you want to hold other people to, well, you would be unemployable. You folks, you would never be able to do anything out there. And really, again, like I've said in the past, your types there, you definitely each your own. That's one of the beauties to watching this. I know if enough of you get around, it's almost like watching a school of really, really crazy, sharks try to get together. And sooner or later, one shark, it will try to devour the other. And again, I've always found that interesting, and I've always found the fact that people will give out passes for stuff that's pretty nasty. They'll give out passes for that. They'll give out passes for this, because, hey, when we're talking about our own out there, when we're talking about our people, when we're talking about that one word here, us, well, that's the word that matters. So you tell me what you think about this kind of stuff. If you like this kind of content too, well, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, you hit that bell for daily notifications, and if you want to go further, there are links in the description. They definitely help a channel out. Also, leave comments, pro or con, leave whatever comment that you want. If you want to be funny about it, that's particularly liked. I always like the entertaining ones there, but give me your idea on this. I understand too, people get tired of these folks. Remember why this stuff came up. Because these people want to create an atmosphere where everyone else is held accountable. But when something comes up about them, no, you need to push that over to the corner. You need to not look at that because, listen, but don't believe it. Amazing stuff there. Also, I want to end by doing one thing that these folks, they forget to do. I want to thank you. I want to thank you because you make endeavors possible. These people forget that. I don't want to be like them, so thank you. I appreciate you, and you know what? I appreciate you showing up. We'll do it again soon. Thanks.